We had a bit of a problem with our stream, guys, but we're definitely back now. And hopefully this wind will settle down for a little bit, because I think it might be messing with the internet just a little bit. Thank you everyone who subscribed. And we will be back very soon. Nervous Rider's coming back, and we're gonna have an awesome time. Cool. There we go. We got notifications flying. Excellent. Terrific. We got Princess Pony over here. She's getting ready to have an awesome time. She does love being ridden because she's got a great trainer and a great rider who understands her. So make sure you guys smash that like button for us. I really do appreciate it. And Nervous Rider appreciates it. And it's going to be just an awesome day. Hey, Ellie. Very cool. So cool. Hey, William. How are you, man?
Hi, William. Oh, when's William's live going to happen?
Were you uploading a video soon, William? Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's get rocking and rolling.
Okay. Other way. Okay. Walk on. Walk. 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 Walk on. Good girl. Walk first. Good girl. Stretch. Hands in trot. Good girl. Further out. Good girl. No, I didn't say canter yet. Slowly. Or trot. Say trot. And walk.
How's your day been so far, William?
And turn, 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 not listening, good girl, and walk. Hope you're having a good day, William. Thanks for joining.
Can we call you Will?
Yeah, do you prefer Will? Canter? Is that there, Canter? And walk. Walk down.
Oh, wow, 3 likes. Awesome.
Let's go. Good girl. And drop. Relax. And drop. And drop. Good girl. You do need some work. Definitely need some work. I'm going to use this little set of reins today simply because they're more comfortable to hold on to. And because I don't have a good grip. They're a bit wider.
Oh, so Alan. Is it Alan? Very cool. Middle name. Okay, Troy. Okay, all right, cool. So we'll call you Troy from now on. Is that okay? Ariana, welcome back. Thank you so much.
So she's puffed herself out earlier. You can see it's quite loose. So we'll fix that up. And just going a bit. There we go. See how much room she had. And now she'll puff herself out again while I did that, and she'll probably get a little looser, but I won't go any further than that because I don't believe in strangling your horse. A lot of people like to really have a super tight girth, and I don't like that. I think it would be extremely uncomfortable. Okay.
Cool, awesome. Thanks, Troy.
Let's go. Push. She says, I'm not moving. Yes, you are. Let's go. It's time to work. Let's go. Up. Thank you. Good lady. Walking slow. Outer edge. Outside. Outside it. Good girl. Good girl. Walking. Out. Space. 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 Back. Didn't ask you to turn. Oh, she just won. See that? She won on me. This time she's not going to.
Very spicy.
Okay, face in. Come on, face in. Come on. Stubborn girl. Good job. Come over. Good girl. Good job. Lovely. Thank you.
Oh, wow, 7 people. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure you hit the like button for us, please.
Hang on a
Really
second.
would appreciate it.
It's getting hot.
Okay, awesome, Troy. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Have a good day tomorrow. Germain. Enjoying the weather today, Swan. Hey, hello, hello. How are you?
Hi,
Guten Tag.
Herman. Reverse?
Oh, is it Herman?
It's
Is it-
Herman Rivas.
Ah, Herman. Herman Rivas. Is that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
From Venezuela.
Venezuela. Very nice. Hope the weather's lovely
I did
there.
the same thing and thought his name was German as well.
Ah.
But it's Herman. The G's pronounced to H.
So
Look
cool.
at her. She's not relaxed at all. So I want to relax her.
Herman, very good.
I want her to be settled and calm. There we go. You're all right, lovely girl. Good job. Okay. I'm really pushing my limits today, getting on to girl. Okay. A lot quicker with this girl. I don't take 10 hours to do anything with her because she's already done. And we've already worked through everything. She's had years and years and years of work. Right on. Yep.
She is quite nice. Yes.
She's a lovely horse. I don't like how her neck is right now. So she's putting her neck right up. That's not good. You want her to relax and drop. Relax and drop. So I'm going to get her to walk and slow down. And watch how her neck goes down when she's at a walk. She's much more relaxed. Because she's out of condition and isn't used to going anywhere, or doing anything, she's a little bit hesitant to do things. So her neck goes up and she's high spirited in the trot. So we want her neck to be low and comfortable like that. Then we can ask for a little bit more of a walk. We're going to turn. She's excellent with the neck rein and with the leg. So I'm just going to put my leg on and she'll do what I'm asking.
Do you ride, Herman?
Good girl. She's swishing that tail around. Let me know.
Very spicy.
Because I don't want to do that. We go back into the centre and we go and a walk. And a walk. Good. Get up, I'm not going to eat. Whenever we're working, we're not supposed to eat, so I'm going to just practice that backing. Back.
Thank you, Ariana. Yes, she's a very well-behaved horse for how spicy she is.
Yes.
Ah, Herman, you have family members that did competitive riding.
Wow, yeah. This girl needs a lot of work. She's got a very thick crest on her, and that's because this year there's a lot of greenery around, and she's an Arab, which generally they don't need much food. And I'm having to hand feed, despite there being quite a bit of feed, pick here. I still have to hand feed the supplement, so she's hand fed, and that just, yeah, I haven't been working her. I need to be working her, getting her neck back into a decent spot where she's supple again. The only way to do that is to get on and do this and get on with it.
Oh, so not in a long time for you, Herman. Oh, okay. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Yes, thank you to everyone who subscribed.
And just be...
I've been with this channel for quite a while.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Over a year, or probably a year and a half or something now.
Thank you, Herman.
So, very supportive. It's been great. And very, Herman knows a lot of things about nature.
Wow. Nature enthusiast. Fantastic.
So I'm big jogging everywhere. My balance is dreadful right now. Don't like balancing, nor do I like how I'm feeling. I feel like I'm going sideways. I feel like I'm falling over here. And I don't know if I'm straight. Am I straight?
Yes, very straight.
Yeah.
Sitting very straight. So Ariana has a question. Do you believe that bits are not good for horses?
I think it depends on the horse. Some horses absolutely hate them, and they really make it very clear they don't want them in. Other horses, and she's one of them, she'll go with a bit, not a problem, but she prefers to be bitless. She behaves nicer bitless when she's in a round yard or in an arena, but if you take her out on the road, she behaves better with a bit. So it just depends on the horse and what they're doing, and at the type of bit as well. Some bits are a lot harsher than others, so it depends on how you also use the bit. People pull and push and do all sorts of crazy things to the horse's mouth. You'll see people and they'll yank really hard, and when they're doing that, that is really not appropriate, nor is it good for the horse, and no wonder horses hate the bit if that happens to them. I suspect she may have had some of that happening, and that's why she thinks it's not much nicer if she's bitless. She came to me from a riding school who...
Oh, thank you, Herman. Thank you. Have a good sleep.
Yeah, get some rest, Herman. I'll catch you later. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. Hope everything's still going well over there in Venezuela. I hope you're okay. It's a bit of a dangerous place.
Yes, have a lovely, safe evening. Thank you, Herman. Welcome, everyone, to the channel. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out very much. Thank you.
I'm just going to work her in a slow trot, just to help her just get back into some muscle building in the hind end and in the front end. And what I will eventually do is put some more poles in here. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't feel confident when there's poles in here. It freaks me out. I worry about tripping and all sorts of stuff. I don't have the confidence to do it. The other thing with this horse that I do like to do is I like to occasionally just let her have the reins like that. See where she goes and what she does, and if she listens to my feet, which she is listening beautifully to my feet there. And I'm just letting her do what she likes. The only thing I won't let her do is stop and eat. So I'm going to just neck rein there to the side, so you can see all I'm doing is just pushing. I've got this foot forward and I've got the reins just touching slightly on this side, and she'll turn for me like that. So I don't have to pull on her. And the trouble with people is when you're training a horse, if you can get them to listen to that rather than pulling, train them with both being able to be pulled, because if anything happens and you do have to suddenly do a one rein stop, you have to sort of break it over and pull. What you want to do is practice with your horse, getting them to stretch before you do those things. And then you practice your, she's going to this side now. And you should actually do that before you get on. I forgot about that. I've got short-term memory loss, so I forget about a lot of things while I'm doing them. And then I'll remember halfway through it. So please forgive me if I'm not remembering all the time what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I get on and I don't know what to do. I'll actually sit there and go, what on earth? And then it'll hit me again, okay, yeah, this is what I've got to do. But I can be a bit slow. It's a bit of brain damage from a stroke, so. But I'm trying to continuously improve if I can.
Back. Okay, back now.
Don't have audio. Continuously improve if I can.
Back. Okay, so back now. No, we're back.
Sorry about that, just having a phone call onto audio. I'll call the dude back later. He's just ringing up about those cows.
Okay, we're back now. Okay, guys, we just have just a bit of a technical issue before, but I think we're back now. So thank you all so much for tuning back in and staying with us today. We just have.
So I'm just going to keep her going. Okay. She just took off like a bit fast in that trot there.
Wow, she just took off. Yep.
Didn't want that happening. Only a trot there. I want her to slow down. She wants to hurry me up. She wants to finish. This is a lot of work for her because she's been really literally doing nothing for ages. So she's old too. She's not a young horse. She hasn't got almost like a young one.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Can we get those likes right up? We have 77 watchers and only 3 likes. Can we please help out the horse girl today?
I have had several weeks where I've been in a big depression and I haven't done anything with anybody because the weather has been terrible and I've just been unable to ride. And then, of course, if I hadn't done it for a few days, it gets to the point where I'm too scared to get on and I have to start again.
If anyone has any questions for Nervous Rider, let us know and I can relay these to. That's right. Ask any question you like.
Like this or like that, we're asking by suddenly touching gently the side. She's smart, she understands what that means. I'm going to bring her into the middle. Now I'm going to turn her around and we're going to go the other direction. You'll notice I change my feet where they're sitting. This foot comes forward, the other one goes back. Some people do it the opposite way around. That's how I do it. My friend Sam does it that way as well. And he's a cowboy horse rider. Most bush riders do it the way I'm doing it. When you sessions, dressage and things like that, they train their horses very differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it works.
We have a question. Hi, if you don't mind me asking, where is the horn on that saddle?
There isn't one. We don't have a horn. This is called a half-breed saddle, so it doesn't have a horn. So it's half Western and half stock. And it's got fenders down here. So there's no horn for this particular one. I do have a saddle in there that has a horn, which is a stock saddle with a horn, which is less, you don't usually see stock saddles these days made with horns. But yeah, this one, you just hang on to here. There's a lot of different saddles out there, so I like these because I'm worried about landing on a horn if I... Yeah, so one with a horn is classed as a Western saddle or a roping saddle, depending on the style of horn. Generally, roping saddles that you use on a cattle station have a big horn that's quite large, and it's called a wade style saddle, and the horn is quite large. And your stock saddles with horns usually have a thinner horn that is a little bit smaller, and it's mostly just for quickly putting a bit of rope around, and they're not built as strong. So the ones with the big thick horns like that usually are built fairly well strong because they want to tie around for a cow. Cows are heavy and hard to manoeuvre. So a cow horse has to be able to withstand something bigger than it and pull on that weight and keep it with it. So there's a lot of different saddles made for different purposes. This is made for, well, you can go do pretty much anything in it. You wouldn't go jumping in this saddle. You could jump, but it's not going to be very good for you. It's not going to sit you in a good placement for jumping. You want a bit more room and freedom. But for going out trail riding, doing any kind of Western work, this will do it. It's just you don't have your horn. So it wouldn't be a good roping saddle. You wouldn't buy that if you wanted to practice roping. You'd get one with a roping horn for it.
So he says, okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'd just like to give as much information as I can if you're asking a question, because it's a good question.
Yeah, and Steve Bano wants to get a hold of something that is quite derogatory, but I just told him he's going to have to rely on his boyfriend for that. So
Okay.
would you like me to read the question? It's a bit of a derogatory question.
I don't think it's necessary
Okay.
to give him the attention that he's
Shall we
trying to
get rid of Steve Bano, and I'll take a screenshot of what he said, and
I think
we'll
Steve
maybe
can-
visit his channel and see what he does.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Cool.
Steve, I hope you have a great day, but we just won't be able to have you saying derogatory things on here.
That's right, Steve. So have fun with your boyfriend. Goodbye.
Yeah, we don't need that kind of stuff. No one needs that. It's just childish, really. But yeah, this is the whole thing. I'm not here to entertain the troll community. I'm here because I'm trying to help other people who've never ridden or have ridden and are terrified to get back on. There are a lot of women who ride horses as young people, and then when they have children they get scared and don't want to ride anymore because it's such a dangerous sport. They decide to stop.
Eva, the equestrian, says that's a beautiful horse. Thank you, Eva. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. And now we have, very cool. So FSW says, nice.
If anyone else wants to be silly, just ban them.
Okay.
We don't need silly people.
Yeah.
The people who want to ask questions, I'm very happy to answer decent questions. But if you're going to be picking on anybody, or you're going to be a nasty person, you don't want to mess with someone like me, because I'll tell you right now, I've got a lot of patience, but I don't tolerate people who are trying to attack other people and people who are nasty. And I understand the difference between friendly banter and some silly things and you actually trying to be very nasty. I understand what narcissism is and what narcissists do. And unfortunately, YouTube has a lot of people who are narcissistic who just get thrills and joy out of upsetting other people. And those kinds of people, I really don't bother with. I'd like to actually let them in with my horse. My horse would teach them a lesson very quickly. They'd probably be killed if they got in with Ellie or something like that. Their ego would certainly be deflated very quickly. They probably need a few lessons with a horse person. I'd actually suggest them to go down and work with a trainer, a horse trainer for a while, and get put in with some unhandled horses, especially a colt or something like that. And they might learn some things about how to navigate the world in a better way. It's easy to hide behind a computer and be a coward, but what's not easy is to put yourself in situations you're afraid of. And that's something that a lot of people struggle with and can't do on a daily basis. So I'm trying to help people that struggle with that, to show them, even if you struggle, you can still be successful in your own right. I don't go out and do amazing things. This to me is an amazing thing that I'm even sitting on here. I'm grateful for any moment I have on the back of a horse or on the ground with them, because they are my go-to. They are the thing that has soothed me and calmed me my whole life, and they are wonderful. And I would like other people to be able to enjoy them as much as I do. And we don't really need people to bring other people down in that way. So we won't be doing that. And I appreciate all the people who don't behave that way, who still have a sensible tone.
Pete says, nice accent, watching from England. Hey, Pete, how you going? Patriots in the room.
Do they
Fantastic.
still have fish and chips in England, or is it all gone to pack now?
Yeah, Pete, do they have fish and chips, or has Keir Starmer banned that? The traitor, Keir Starmer. Glad to hear that, Pete.
We get a lot of people from England here and there, and Scotland and Ireland.
Jennifer, watching from Missouri. Very cool. Missouri, excellent. Thank you for subscribing. And FSW has, he rides a Mustang without a helmet.
Yep, okay. You ride a Mustang without a helmet. Well, you're a very brave person. I'll never get on a horse without a helmet. I did when I was a child, and I got away with it, and I never got injured. But as an adult, I've come off several times, and every time I've had a helmet, it's been destroyed, and I've been told that if I didn't have my helmet on, I'd probably be dead. But each to their own. I know cowboys who've lived 50, 60, 70 years riding and have never had an issue, and they've never worn a helmet. It's ultimately your choice as an adult what you do, and you know, but you also have to live with the consequences if something happens. So if you're happy to do that, I don't see a problem with it. I think you should always put a helmet on a young person or somebody who's beginning and has no idea what they're doing. I think you're very, very silly if you don't, because it could be a big mistake. And personally, for me, I don't like riding without a helmet. Sometimes I forget to put my helmet on, and I'll get on and I'll ride for half an hour, and then I'll realise I don't have my helmet on, and I'll freak out and I'll get off and get it. But yeah, riding Mustangs, well, good for you. A Mustang is probably very similar to some of the horses that I've handled over the years, and unhandled horses are difficult to work with. So if you're riding it from scratch, then you must be a very good rider.
He does, FSJ does team roping and rodeo.
Awesome. I wished I could. I wished I could. I wished I had the opportunity to have done that. I haven't though, so, and I'm too scared to do it now. I'd love to do it, but I'm petrified. I would really need to meet somebody who had a lot of patience that could help me get into that arena. I'll do barrels and stuff on my horses. I haven't done that for a while though. But I don't even have the guts to go out of the yard right now. So for me, like I said, this is an accomplishment today that I've gotten on 2 horses in the wind. And I've actually not jumped off.
That's right. Jennifer Russell asks, have you been bucked off?
Many times over the years. Many times. I've been dragged, I've been bucked, I've been kicked, I've been bit. You name it, it's happened.
Wow, 224 people in the room and only 15 likes. Guys, can we please even out these numbers? Let's get to 224 likes.
Yeah, pop a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt to be kind and generous, and it also may very well help the horses, because everything that if I ever did make anything on this channel, it would be going to feeding these horses and the care for these horses. They're very expensive to look after. Currently my daughter's pretty much sponsoring a lot of what I do and helping me.
So this is an Arab, Eva?
Arabian Cross Welsh Pony.
Arabian Cross Welsh Pony, yep.
Yeah. Mum Welsh, Dad Arab.
Yes, Pete, I totally agree with you. Keir Starmer is absolutely the worst leader, and he will go down in history as the absolute worst. So let's hope he gets out of there. That's right.
Australia's not much better. Anthony Albanese isn't much better.
Exactly. We got Lean Bear in the house, everybody. Thank you so much.
Hi, Matt. How you doing?
How are you, Matt? Thank you so much. Looks like a beautiful day down there. Thank you so much. I'm hoping you're having a good night over there, Matt.
She's getting good exercise too. We're not doing much, but we are exercising and we are getting back into condition slowly each day. And I wouldn't be doing any bush riding with her for at least 2 to 3 weeks of doing this kind of thing, just to get her muscles worked back up. She's 16 years old, so she is having, you know, it's a bit hard. It's a bit harder for her to work when she was 5 or 6. Maybe not too old humans.
Okay, so we have Houndwave Studios. It's 10 p.m. here. It's so weird seeing people live stream while it's still bright outside. Obviously, I know why, but still, it is a bit of a spin out, Houndwave Studios.
It is strange. I know. I watch a lot of people doing stuff when it's night time and stay over there, and it's like, wow. One of the channels I go on, they go about 8 o'clock this time, and it's just in their morning end, and they do exercising and stuff that you.
That's right.
And rubbish and looks after things without costing a fortune. I'm letting her go into a bit more faster trot there, and ask her to keep going there. We got it in hand there. There's a small one, but I pulled back then because I feel like I'm jogging everywhere. I feel like I'm going to fall off.
I might have missed that on the camera. Would you be able to do that again?
See the canter again.
I don't know if you'd be able to.
I don't want to.
Okay, that's
She
all right.
just went into one by herself. I didn't even ask for it. She just did. No, I won't. I can't do it. I'm freaking out.
That's okay.
I'm completely freaking out. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
I don't feel like I'm balanced. That's the problem. She's balanced. I'm not. Nothing wrong with what she's doing. She's trying to help me. I'm just not ready. So that was a little canter there. And I'm pulling back on that because I don't like coming back into here where it's slippery. And wool. So that was a little canter.
Great job.
And it's weird, it's really ridiculous because I used to ride this horse at full speed all over the place for several years. And you can ask Josh about this. I used to go, and he used to wonder where the hell I was for 8 or 10 hours.
Yep.
Times. Spend the entire day out with her by myself. Cantering, galloping, going all over the damn place. Now I'm scared as hell to do anything. And it's not that I don't trust her, it's just me. I trust her. Look, I'll show you how much I trust her. I'm going to let her have the reins. I'm going to hold my hands behind my back. I'm going to ask her where I want to go, steer her that way there. Just going to trust her. So it's not that I don't trust her. So you can see it's not that I don't trust her. Trust her pretty much really well. It's me. I feel like I'm going to fall off. A lot of that is to do with my brain injury in my ability to balance isn't, you know, very good. And I don't trust her. I need to walk back on her. Same as Ellie. I can put the tail on Ellie. I can swing around, go backwards, watch all the videos from years ago of her. And this is actually a good exercise for me for balance. Having to trust. I just hooked that over one. But having to trust her while she's at a trot trot on while my arms are out, it actually feels really, it actually feels better because it's like being on a tightrope, and you are able to balance better when your arms are out than if they're here. So that's actually a good exercise for me to not only work with bonding with her and trusting her, but being able to practice and get my balance right.
Wow, terrific. Houndwave Studios asks, so I'm new at riding and every time I go on trails, my horse starts trotting. What's the reason for this? I haven't been riding in a while because of an injury, so I haven't been able to ask a trainer.
What? Sorry?
That's okay. So Houndwave Studios asks, so I'm new at riding and every time I go on trails, my horse starts trotting. What's the reason for this?
Could be several different reasons. It could be that you're leaning a bit forward. So when you lean forwards with a horse, they take it that you want to go quicker. Depending on how they've been broken in and trained. If they've been educated, it could be that. It could also be they're just enjoying the trail and want to go quick. Or they want to go quick because they want to finish off and go home. Does it scare you? Are you worried about it or do you enjoy it? If you worry about it, you need to practice that walking slower. If your horse doesn't want to walk, you need to practice something called a one-stop.
A one-rein stop, yes.
Where the horse will just turn. And you can do that several times and then your horse will learn not to run when you want them to walk. The other thing you can do if you want to teach your horse to only walk on command is put them in a round yard and start working them on the ground, not on their back. So you have a voice command that works as well as a seat command. So when you're riding, it's like riding a surfboard. If you want a horse to go uphill, you lean forward. If you want a horse to go downhill, you lean back. The reason is you want to balance your horse as much as you possibly can. So if it's going up, you want it to stay on a vertical. So if the hill is...
Okay, so Houndwave says, I just like knowing my horse and their reasoning for things.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome.
Yeah. Look, it's, you just, yeah, I mean, I really don't know why your horse particularly does it, but you can figure that out through process of elimination. So if you try to keep your seat down when you are out riding, and what I mean by that is when you're nervous or anxious and you're sitting up like this, you're above the saddle and you're pushing yourself up, you're leaning more forwards, the horse is going to take that as, let's go. If you put your back seat down, they'll take that as, I'm going to settle down. So when I say use your seat to slow down, push your bum down into the back of your saddle.
Wow, cool.
And that'll help you slow the horse down. Practice just walking with your horse on a halter lead and do some voice commandment. So as you're walking, use the same commands over and over again. You walk, maybe do some trotting. Don't do cantering while you walk with your horse on the ground because you probably won't keep up. But walking and trotting. And every time you're walking, you say walk on. Every time you're trotting, you say trot on. So they get used to that word and that command becomes basically their gospel. And then when you're out and you want them to walk, you just say walk and they'll just walk.
Oh, cool, Molly. So you've been riding for 6 years. Awesome. So cool. All right. And so Molly says, I don't understand why my horse is never quiet over jumps. She always likes to bolt towards them. Why is that reason?
Oh, anticipation. So she's anticipating the jump. Now, what happens when this horse used to like doing jumps, not real big, we didn't do professional jumping or anything like that, just jumping over logs and stuff. And she does the same thing. She anticipates that she's got to jump over, so she goes a bit quicker. Some horses, they know what their limits are and they know what they need to get over. Other times it can just be you're giving the wrong signal. Maybe you're anticipating, I've got to get over this, how am I going to get over this? And then the horse might feel your anxiety and go faster if you're feeling anxious. One way of settling that down is just going over the jumps. If they're small enough, start on some jumps they can actually walk over with their feet and just walk over. And then go to a slow trot and trot over. then go to a slow canter and canter over. Then progress to a higher jump. So you start really small and you progress as you go. It's like anything, it's like building blocks. You're going to build a tower, you start at the bottom. So we go back to the basics. If we don't understand what the horse is doing, we go back to the basics, and I do this with my horses often. I've had the same horse for 9 years, and I still have to sometimes go back to basics to remind her what we're going to be doing. It's not that she doesn't know, but I want her to remind her, myself, and remind me as well what I'm doing, because sometimes we give mixed signals. I mix signals all the time, especially since I had my stroke. My horses sometimes have no idea what I'm wanting, and I'll go, oh my God. But I always say to myself, you know, they look after me, so I'm lucky. They know me prior to my stroke, so she knows what it is that I need. I'm lucky in that way. If I got a whole new horse, then I might have a problem, because I might not be able, I might send mixed signals.
Oh, wow, cool. So, Minnie Molly says, we just jumped 2 foot as a course.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
And I'll show you something about this. For a second. I'll set a little jump up really quickly. And it's only going to be very little, because I'm not going to push her. She's not, she's not really, she hasn't got enough, hasn't had enough workouts to really be fit for jumping right now. But we'll do a little bit of a show. I'll show you what I do.
So Eva, Nervous Rider has been riding for ever since she was very small.
Proper riding since I was 6.5, but I never got taught by anybody. I just listen to the horse. If the horse says no, or the horse wants to buck or whatever, then I figure out what's wrong, and then I do that. So, and I probably have got an advantage by not being taught in that way, because the horses have taught me. And I think when you get taught by the actual ones that you're working with, you have a bit better success. It's always good to go and speak to somebody, an instructor, a good riding instructor, but check and make sure that they have, you know, good feedback with what they're training you with. And all the kids I've ever done and taught, and all the adults I've ever taught, I always say to them, you'll have your own style, you'll develop your own style. As long as you've got the safety basics down pat, the rest of it is really up to you to decide and work with your horse how you communicate with them. So I've got a friend who rides Szara. She communicates with Szara completely differently to me, but Szara responds to her different. And it's because they're 2 different personalities. So yeah, it's it really does pay to know your horse inside and out if you can.
Matt wants to know, did you ever ride an elephant?
No, not an elephant. Been on a camel.
Oh, cool.
Pretty interesting.
So, Matt says, seriously, I rode one and it was scary.
I would probably be too scared to get on an elephant. I'd be worried about them going crazy like they do when they're in must. If it was a female elephant, I might be less worried, but for a male, I don't think I'd have the guts to get on one. It's scary enough getting on a little pony, let alone a giant elephant that could crush you in 5 seconds. Same as, you know, anything. I used to swim in the ocean a lot, and I used to swim with sharks when I was younger, quite a bit. Little wobbegong sharks, grey nurse sharks. But I wouldn't go hunting for a great white. Now look at this girl here, she's having a smell. She says, she'll probably kick this over when we go over. Let's see if we can get her to lift up. She's hitting that.
Good job.
So just do things like that when you want your horse to slow down, slow it down. Go right back. Don't feel stupid to go back. Because it's like anything, you reinforce to yourself over and over again. Some people need more reinforcement, some horses need more reinforcement. There's nothing wrong with that. Good job.
Okay, so Houndwave Studio says, I worked with elephants at my old zookeeping job. I do not trust them enough to ride them. Minnie Molly says, and comment on what I should fix. Okay, so Minnie Molly would like to know how to fix it with the jump. Yeah.
Yeah, just do what I'm doing. Just get yourself a small post and a pole try again. It really takes a lot of consistency and practice. But if you rush things, it's easy to rush things because everybody, especially when you're young, you really want to get things done because you want to catch up to everybody else. But trust me, the best thing you can do is slow it down and go back to basics and start from there. And I'm going to see if I can get her to trot slowly.
Wow. Great job. So we got Troy, William Allen. It was Troy. So I'm back for a little bit. Excellent. Thank you so much for coming back.
She's saying me, I don't want to go over.
Wow, nice jump.
Now see, I don't want her to canter over there. So I'm slowing her down. We're going to go back to a slower trot. So I'm asking her to slow down. What else I can do is put my seat down and slow back. See how she slowed there? I didn't have to pull on the reins at all. I just sat my bum down and I didn't keep pushing forward. So that's the kind of... hang on. A lot of cancer stuff in my mouth, sorry. That's the kind of thing you want to see. That's not good. That's where I've got problems with practice. I've got to practice my sitting trot, so I'm not going full and whacking the saddle down on her back and putting pressure on her as well as on my lower back. And see how I turned her then? And she slowed right down. So that's another option you have, is to do a one rein stop turn. Don't have to do it too difficultly hard, but you want the horse to stop, that's what you've got to do. Practice those before you start moving. So practice that, reach forward, pull round. If you keep here and you try to pull, you're going to have to go like that, and your horse is probably not going to listen. She's going to listen because she listens to me, but go like this and practice that often. It'll save your life several times over if you've got a horse that bolts, or if you've got a horse that's a bit hot and doesn't want to stand still and behave itself and wants to take off. That will help you.
Fantastic. We got Mr. Big Pipes in the house.
Mr. Big Pipes, thank you for subscribing to my daughter. I think you did. She's able to live stream now, so thank you very much to everybody who subscribed to, well, boys, this is not acceptable.
Thanks, Houndwife. I appreciate that.
Hey, don't, oh my goodness, don't harass your dad. Leave him alone. Oh my goodness, no. Charlie's, not Charlie, White Charlie's harassing dad. Pippi.
Okay, cool.
So that's
Awesome.
what you've got it's really just start from scratch and build up until you get confidence too, because it takes a lot of guts to do a jump. It's not easy, even a small jump like that, it takes guts.
That's right. So we got Kiara that says, Spirit of the Cimarron in real life.
Yeah, and it's a girl.
That's right.
She's not a stallion, unfortunately she's just a little bit. I'm glad though, I wouldn't want a stallion here. I've got too many horses. And this is really good for this horse. She's time to avoid people. And I'm trying to get her to stop from going. So see how I'm bracing my feet there? That's not good. That's me freaking out. I'm not riding naturally doing that. That's what you don't want to. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be stiff like this. That's going to get you in trouble. I'm trying really hard to concentrate so I don't do that.
Eva says that horse looks very well trained. Good job. I can tell you really care and treat the horses so well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, look at that.
Now I'm leaning forward there on that canter, and that's not good because my foot just went straight in. Now this is another thing I would say to people. If anyone really wants some really helpful advice, have a look where my toes are in the stirrup. Now often what you will see is people with their feet right in here. Bad idea. That's going to get you dragged. stay your ball of your toe, and you'll learn. If you're on the ball of your toe like that, it is a personal choice, but for me, this has saved my life many a time on a bolting horse. I'm able to quickly get out. If it's up here and then you're pressing down because you're trying to woe the horse, there's a good chance you'll slip in through there and get dragged. So what you want is just the ball of your toes, so just before your toes, in there, like about there. It'll make a better rider out of you, and also it helps you keep your toes up, so that if you've got it right in there, it feels very uncomfortable. It'll help you keep your toes up so that if you do have to remove, you just slip like that. Your toes are already in the position. So that's another thing that they don't teach anymore. I do see a lot of people with their boots shoved right in, and I've also seen a lot of people dragged because of it. And I've only ever been dragged because I stupidly wrapped my bridle like that around my, and that's even dangerous just to show you that. But if she took off now and I got pulled, I'm in trouble. So I did that one time, didn't even realise I was doing it. I was just in the paddock going like this. And then the horse took off. It wasn't her, it was Jilly, who's passed away. Jilly's actually buried just over here.
Okay, so Matt says, I saw her the other day telling a horse to walk, trot, canter, and I listened to her. That really impressed me. I have very little experience with horses. Well, I'm in the same boat as you, Matt.
Good girl. I think you've done for the day. You've done very well. She's done really good. I'm very pleased with her performance today. So we're going to let her have a break. That was a lot of work.
Okay, guys, we have 247 people in the room. Can we please get these likes way up? Let's help Nervous Rider out today.
Yeah, and if you enjoy what you're seeing, please do subscribe, because I do come out often and work the horses. And I have another little horse that I'm going to do some work with very soon. She is a really difficult case. So if you're interested in working with horses that are difficult, you might be able to see her. Her name is Fire, spelled W-H-A-I-A. My grandson named her. It's a Maori word for girl. She is about a 10-year-old, maybe 11 now, mare who has extreme fear and anxiety. So whenever you're doing anything with her, she freaks out. So I'm doing a bit of work with her, trying to get her to a point where she's confident within herself. I've actually done quite a bit with her now, but she just kicked the crap out of my farrier and nearly kicked the crap out of me as well, and bit me and everything the other day when he was trying to do her feet. So I'm going to do some work on getting her comfortable with people around her feet again. I did work with that, and she was comfortable with me, but she wasn't comfortable with the farrier. Hang on, Rob. I'm going to take it off. Hold on. Ready? Ready? There you go. Want to have a roll? She'll have a roll in a second. And you can see there, and this is how you know if your saddle's fitting well too. You'll have, if it's not fitting well, you'll have wet, dark patches. And she has all dry patches there, so it fits her well. Sometimes she gets a bit fatter and it's a bit tighter, but right now it's actually working beautifully.
So cool. Guys, thank you all so much for coming in. So awesome. 237 people. That's so good.
And I love also hearing from other people what they do, because I don't get to meet a lot of horse people. So it's nice to hear other people's experiences and what they do. I'd love to find everyone's channel. If you leave me a comment, I'll be able to find your channel and subscribe to you as well. So that's another thing. If you don't mind me subscribing to your channel, just leave me a comment on one of my videos, a more recent one, so I get it. And I'll definitely subscribe to your channel, and I can have a look at all your beautiful horses and see what you guys are doing, because that's the way we learn, watching other people. And there's not one way, there's a lot of different ways, so you can always take a lesson from someone else's form of learn, no matter how old you are. And I'm pretty old, so I don't think you can that way.
Hey, Thomas. Disabled veteran. Hi. This makes me grateful for YouTube. It makes up for all the garbage. Yes, thank you, Matt. And guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to Lean Bear. He's got an awesome channel and excellent music content, and he's just great at what he does, and some excellent music. One of the most amazing writers and musicians I've ever come across. And subscribe to William Allen here. He's going to be putting out a video soon, and it'll be his first video on YouTube on his channel, so let's give some help and support to William Allen. Thank you. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, shit. No. You can't leave yet. Sorry. Yeah, she nearly did. Sorry. Okay, welcome, Thomas, from Texas. Awesome. So, is your horse a quarter horse? No. Animal lover. What's the horse's name? She wants an apple. She definitely does. Disabled veteran. I thank you for your service. What's the horse's name, Alyssa? The horse's name is Szara. Szara. Hang on a minute. I'm dyslexic. And I have a bad memory, which is doubly bad. Oh. Uh-oh. How cute. Also, hello from Tyler, Texas. Awesome. Houndwave Studios. Animal Lover says hi. Hello. Oh no, watch out. Shit. Yeah. She nearly went berserk. This is the thing, guys. Things can change in it just like that. Everything's peaceful. Horses are unpredictable, so be very careful. Don't ever get too comfortable. Yeah. That was really scary, actually.
Like a horse like Ellie that looks very quiet can very quickly turn like that and
That's right.
change, so yeah.
Horsepower says hi. Disabled veteran. We got horsepower 12. Very cool.
Disabled
Awesome.
Veteran, thank you for your service. You did serve, thank you. So it's a lot of courage to do something like that.
Okay, everyone, 241 people in the room, 40 likes. Can we please get that up to 241 likes? That would be great.
Well, I'm about ready to pass out and go to sleep. After all that, I'm tired.
Helmwave says, still will never forget the time a horse was being trained, bolted towards me. I expected it to move. He didn't, and I went flying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People say, don't run, stand there. No, you're an idiot if you do. I have a lot of beef with people because they have these perfect horses that they buy that's already trained, and they pay $20,000 for them. And they'll stand there and they'll do the most dangerous behaviour with this horse. And one day they're going to get hurt, and you'll say to them, look, I'm really worried about this. You're going to get killed. And then you'll hear 3 months later they've either been kicked in the head, kicked in the gut, they've ruptured a spleen, broke their ribs, half their jaw's broken. They've always, had horses, but they're arrogant. You can't have an ego around horses. If you've got an ego, you're going to get hurt. They will bowl you down, they'll do all sorts of things to you. And it's not because you're bad at what you're doing, it's just the nature of them. They're flight nature. So their nature is to bolt when they're scared, and they have a one-track mind, which is why when you're working them, you want to get them onto your mind first and get them to hook onto you before you do anything with them, before you go getting on a saddle and stuff, because you can very quickly, things can go wrong. They can go right for a very long time, but then one day you might just get on and a bee might sting them, or a piece of plastic bag might come flying past, or they might see a rock like she did to me one day. She just looked down, there was a rock, it was shaped like a wombat, and she went berserk. So
yeah. can change so quickly.
It can be really
Hello, baby.
unpredictable, and you must be ready. And like, I'm old, but I can move fast for an old person who's got not very good reflexes. I've pretty much got out of the way pretty quick then. But I often, when I'm walking along, I will hear them long before they get to me starting to run. And as soon as I hear that, I quickly get out of the way, because I know when there's 3 or 4 of them together and they're going 100 miles an hour, the chances of me actually being safely getting out of the way is 0 if I don't move immediately. You've got to act real quick.
That's right.
And I've seen the best of the best riders that have died because they just got, you know, bad luck, bad day, wind blew something that they normally go past in a different direction, and boom, off goes the horse. You can never know. So you really, you can only know them as much as you can, but you've always got to expect that if you don't prepare yourself, and that's why I say do these exercises like the 1 rein stop exercises. Practice falling. I do a lot of practice falling. I practice falling at a walk and a trot. Haven't done a canter yet, I'm too scared to. But I can fall at a trot and safely roll. Practice things like that, practice a lot of stuff. Practice getting out of the stirrups. Muscle memory is important. If you practice and your muscles are equipped for it, you'll quickly know. Move your foot instantly. I practice that one often. And that's really what you've got to do. Are you going to have a roll? Did she roll?
Not just yet, no. But that's okay.
You want to have a roll?
Animal Lover asks, what is your favorite breed of a horse?
Oh. Probably Welsh Mountain Pony. Temperament-wise, I'd say Welsh Mountain Pony. I've had 2, she's half, the other one I had Section B, Welsh, and I'll tell you the quietest temperaments that you'll get is them. The big draft horses are quieter, but I've never had one or been around many of them. Ellie is half gypsy cob, so she's got a nice quiet temperament, but I prefer the Welsh Mountain Pony, and I like the size of them. They're chunky little horses and they go all day long, and mixed with an Arabian, they're actually a good mix. They make the Arab cross with the Welsh is very popular. It makes a good mix if you're somebody who wants to trail ride for several hours. That's a good mix for you as well. So yeah, only thing is with the Welsh, the full Welsh, they do have a very thick coat compared to the Arabian, so this is why the mix is good, especially in a country that's where it's a lot hotter like Australia. They do better than the actual Welsh in the heat, so she can handle the heat out here really well, whereas the Welsh Mountain Ponies get a little bit worn down quickly if you're riding during summer.
Lean Bear asks, do horses ever show affection the way dogs or cats do, or otherwise?
I believe that they do, but I think it's very different to a cat or a dog. They'll show it in the realm of respect. In a horse's world, they are more about respect, boundaries and respect. So they show it by being respectful and not coming into your boundary. They can sometimes snuggle into you, and you know, she has a habit when she's nervous putting her head up on my shoulder, and she soothes herself by doing that. But I don't think it's the way that we would think it is. I don't think she's trying to snuggle me because she wants to be near me. She's doing it to tell me I'm nervous. Please listen. So, and I acknowledge it, and I try and figure out what it is that she's nervous about, and then I'll work with that. So I think it's more out of the respect, and because they are a fight or flight animal as opposed to a dog or a cat, respecting the herd is extremely important, and the leader is the extreme important thing to them. So what the leader does is what they will do. So if you are, you know, super affectionate to your horse and you go over and touch them all the time, they might not like that. They may be like, get away from me, because in the herd, the leader will only really engage with another horse if they want to mate. That's pretty much what happens. So otherwise they don't really engage, unless it's a mare and a foal. Sometimes you'll get a couple of mares, you know, grooming one another and doing things like that. But for the most part, it's about the mating process in a wild herd especially. Domesticated horses are a little bit different. So they kind of have a little bit of a different response than a wild horse will, but I do think they are capable of affection in their own, in that realm of they respect you, and if they respect you, they'll treat you well. But if they don't respect you, you really have to watch out, because you're dealing with an animal that if it thinks you're part of its herd and it wants you at the bottom, and it thinks you're trying to be up the top and it decides it wants to be dominant, which Ellie has done and Szara has done with me, they're dominant mares, and they have tried to topple me many times over, and they will continue to do so till the day they die, because it's a pecking order. Chickens have a pecking order as well. Everything has a pecking order. So it's more about that for them, whereas cats and dogs are more affectionate, sort of more like humans. They want to snuggle into you and lick you and all those kinds of things. So I think the dynamic is different with a horse. Some people may beg to differ. I have seen where horses are really super affectionate with cats. Well, it appears that they are. But a lot of people, what they don't realise too, when you have a horse like a gelding that's been cut too late and it's called a rig, it thinks it's a stallion. A lot of people think that they're being snuggly with you because they like you. What it is, they're trying to mate you. If there's no mares around, they'll try and mate you. I've had that happen before with the little red fellow. He's tried to mount me, and that was before he got cut. He was just coming up. He was about 10 months old, and he was starting to sort of get randy, and he tried to jump on the back of me. And donkeys are renowned for it. They're terrible. Donkeys are like that. So you've got to be careful what you do around them, because if you do the wrong signal to them, they may get frustrated, they could attack, they could bite, they could do all sorts of things. So yeah, it's a good question, very good question.
Awesome, yeah. That does happen. So thank you, hand wave. So the horse's name is Szara.
Yes.
Horsepower 12.
Szara. S-Z-A-R-A.
So cool. I think she's the cutest horse in the world.
The cutest horse with the worst attitude.
Yeah.
She has an attitude on her that can be pretty crazy. If she's not getting her way, she can be really testy. And if you're out riding and there are other horses, and another horse tries to take over her, she will literally run ahead and then go backwards and kick. So she likes to be the boss. Don't you, Bob? Good job. What she'll do, she'll become top of the pecking order in a second, and she'll move these guys off. Once I get her in, I'll get it.
You sure?
This girl's language here. She's going to come and start harassing her, and see that? So Szara just said to her, back off. And this is where they're both very dominant, and they're always constantly conflicting with one another, trying to decide who's in charge of what. And she's going to I do, and I leave it be.
Yep, cool. You guys have been absolutely amazing today. Everyone commenting, talking with one another, supporting one another, and meeting one another. And I really do encourage you guys, subscribe to everyone. Subscribe to yourselves. I hope you're subscribed to yourself. We all need to sometimes check in and subscribe to ourselves. My little man here needs to... He's doing his own thing, and oh my goodness. I know I'm hungry because I'm running out of steam. I wish I could eat some of this hay. Oh, love these communities, absolutely. Thank you so much. You've been awesome help today, Hound Wave. So cool. Lame Bear, amazing. We've got some awesome stuff happening today. I feel like I'm about to pass out. And guys, let's get those likes right up there. We got 219 people in the room and 46 likes.
That's really lovely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to leave it now for the day.
Eva asks, how often do you go live?
Probably daily, but I do other things beside the horses, so it's a bit random.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I do music, sometimes I do karaoke with my daughter, and other times I just do gardening and stuff like that. Just whatever I feel like, really. With the horses, usually in the mornings, I do breakfast time when I'm doing all the feeds and stuff, and you can see the goats and chickens and things.
Yeah, so make sure you guys have all of your notifications turned on, have the bells turned on and everything, all the bells and whistles, because whenever Nervous Rider comes on, you guys get to learn quite a bit more, and we can learn some stuff from you guys too. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we'll probably leave you with a shot of Szara over there. That's
Cool.
probably the nicest way to end the stream. Thanks to everybody, and thanks for the great questions. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. And I'll catch you all later. And thank you so much. Thanks for coming, Matt and Troy, off of Josh's Gold channel, Soundacre Studios Gold channel. Check out Soundacre Studios Gold channel if you're into the outdoors. He does a stream with a trommel and he goes gold hunting. And I am the camera person on that channel, so...
That's right. So you'll get to see Nervous Rider here, acting as camera girl, and sometimes she'll run the trommel too.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good little balance. We get out of the arenas and back into out of the paddocks and back into the creek. So go from creek to paddock to plate. No,
that's right, paddock. Well, no.
we don't need our horses. But thank you, everybody. You all have a lovely day. And please, if you want me to subscribe to you, just leave a small comment and I'll be able to subscribe. It even just has to be a thumbs up or anything. It doesn't have to be anything. As long as I can see your name, I can subscribe to you. All right, have a lovely day, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate everybody and all being very patient with me as well, because I know I'm slow at things. So thanks very much. Bye for now. And thank you to my cameraman as well.
Yay.